that time of year again. Do you need a little help, a little guidance to help get you through this holiday season? I have a holiday survival pick a card reading just for you. Come along. Hi everyone, welcome back for another Oracle card reading for the heart and soul. I am Cheryl Harnish. I'm the author of the Path of the Soul, Return of Spirit, and the Divine Guidance Oracle card decks. So today's reading is how to survive the holiday season, which we all need a little bit of guidance getting us through. It can be a crazy time for some, and it can be a challenging time as well. So before we begin, all the information on the decks is down below, as well as where to contact me for personal readings. Okay, so our choices, we have 3 choices. And the first choice, number 1, is the golden ball. Choice number 2 is our little angel ornament. And number 3 is our glittery pear. So as always, take your time, pause the video if you need, feel into which one resonates for you, and I'm going to get us set up with our first reading. Hi, group number 1, how are you? For those of you who have chosen our Christmas ball, golden ball, let's see what we have for you. Okay, so we'll go this way. We have the Ascension card, which is, about your vibration, your energy, your state of being. Intuitive arts guide. Okay, we have fairies. So right off the bat, that tells me that this is about relationships. Footprints. Just with the Ascension card and Fairies card coming out, because the Fairies card is talking about getting riled up, some sort of interaction with somebody, that could be a committed relationship. It could be friends, family, co-workers, whatnot. But this card, I'll show you as soon as I have this deck down. I'm just going to grab us out a few more from the Return of Spirit deck here. And we'll see what, this is the guy, this is the one we want. Okay. Frequency shift, vibrational, and the right card. Okay, so with this Fairies card, there's this fiery kind of energy happening in here, and in the center it looks like a web. And the Fairies card, like I said, it comes up when there's some sort of tension or contention, some general arguments. I mean, this doesn't feel like there's a major breakup or a major ending or anything like that. But it does feel like something gets you emotionally hooked in and kind of worked up. And with that spider web being in the center there, it's really about unhooking yourself from the situation. And I know that can be difficult at times, but this happened, it happened in another reading where these 2 cards came out together. So they always amaze me, honestly. So with the Ascension card here, the Ascension card is about us remembering that even though we're in this human body, right, having this human experience, we are this non-local awareness that has a consciousness focused, centered within a body that gives us the feeling of being just this person. But we are so much more than that. And it feels to me like this situation that's coming up here, or perhaps you've been in it and dealing with it, is more about your own personal awakening and really growing through this situation to kind of take a step back from it, to be able to emotionally unhook yourself from it, no matter what the drama, he said, she said, they did this, I did that, all of that stuff. It's just so centered in this, the humanness, and it's like spirit is calling you to come and step back and to remember who you really are, because it is about getting unstuck, unhooked from the emotional patterns that are happening with this. And with that vibrational card, it is in one way saying, like, it's up to us to whether or not someone has power over us. It's our choice, right? And the other thing about this card, it's kind of saying, I can allow external events and circumstances around me to affect me and change how I feel, how I perceive the world, how I perceive myself, or I can pull back, come to my center, come to my spiritual being, not get sucked into the game, not react to what's happening outside of me in this situation. And by doing that, by pulling back, it actually puts you into this place where you are more in your true vibration, because this card, the vibrational card, is about understanding the impact of your own energy and vibration, which is affected by your thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, and state of being at any given time. And it's about remembering that your energy or vibration has an impact on others. So I feel like in some way it's saying, with this unhooking in this situation, it kind of like, and I don't mean it in that kind of way that you're a better person than them, but it helps you to rise to be a better person within yourself, where you're more focused and centered and coming from your heart. And that instantly shifts, like subconsciously, the other people in this situation. There's a subconscious response. Oh, okay. Like, we feel when someone is coming up into battle with us, and then we can feel when someone is coming from a place of the heart, even if we're angry with each other. And it feels to me like it's talking about making that shift. And the reason I feel like it's talking about that is, we'll have to go this way, because we have the footprints card here. Now the footprints card, normally it's talking about our work, a path and purpose. But in this context, it really feels to me like what it's talking about is being mindful of your energy and your vibration, and remembering what kind of mark or footprint that you want to leave on the world, in people's lives, whatever it is. And the work has to start now. It's not like, okay, I'm going to let this situation pass and be all in my stuff with it, and then next time I'll do better, or become more conscious and aware of myself. It's like, no, just be aware of the impact that you're having on other people. Of each interaction that you have is leaving a mark. And what kind of mark do you want to leave? What kind of imprint or impression do you want to leave? And I really feel like that's why that frequency shift card came out. Because the situations that offer us the most growth and advancement, if you'd like to put it that way, are the ones that challenge us the most. They're the ones that really push our buttons. But both the vibrational and frequency shift card has come out, and it's talking about tuning your dial. So how to raise your vibration in this situation, how to overcome this situation, and have it come to peaceful means and ends. Well, with the Intuitive Arts Guide card here, it is talking about coming to that place where you are resting within your heart. and doing what you intuitively feel like you should do, even if it doesn't make sense. Like, in some circumstances, you may feel like you get this feeling like you really need to give them a couple hours and then have a heart to heart, or maybe you feel like you need to intervene, or it's the quiet nudgings of the intuition that is going to be your compass here and guide you in which direction to do. Okay, but we also have the right card sitting here. So this can go two ways for you guys. So it feels like either you guys take some time and journal this process so that you're doing that personal growth work to evolve through this situation, right? And the other thing is that it may be that maybe they need a bit of space, and that maybe writing to them versus having that interaction, that energy interaction that happens when you get together, by giving yourself that space and really getting into that heart space and saying what really you feel needs to be said, right? Intuitively, your heart knows what the right thing is to say, that it brings some sort of resolution in this situation for you. So can't help it. I'm gonna pull one or two more cards here just quickly as a final message in this, because like I said, it feels like this isn't a big life-changing issue. It just feels like something comes up that has to get dealt with, and you're being asked to not react, to respond from your heart and your intuition. So okay, sorry guys. So we have the shifting card. So you have frequency shift and shifting. So it may not feel super stable with this over the next couple days. Just allow it to be as it is. You're going to, instead of doing this, up and down wave sort of thing, it is going to stabilize for you. The emotional roller coaster or waves of emotions that come with this is going to settle, because you're settling from this vibration into something that's a lot more solid. And I really should say a lot more solid, because it feels like it's from the heart. And I love this. It's the final encouragement card, because with the feline card is talking about making a big leap or a big jump. And I feel like that's a big step in mending this relationship, because it's ultimately you mending a relationship within your own self. The compassion for others equals compassion for ourselves, understanding that this situation was not about our own value, our own worth, or whether we are loved or not loved. In doing that, we have this tremendous growth period, and it feels like something really beautiful comes out of this in this relationship. So it like moves the relationship forward in some sense, or it moves you individually forward in some sense. So that's amazing. And I do need to say, even in the booklet, this talks about success. So I do need to reiterate that it's a little bit of bumpy. It'll be okay. You guys are going to get through this, and you, them, and the relationship is going to be better and stronger for it. Okay, so I wish you much love, and I'll see you guys again soon. Hi, number 2, how are you? For those of you who have chosen our little angel ornament, we're gonna put her down here. We just don't have room for her. Okay, so we are going this way. Nice. Magical. Kuan Yin, which is also a master number 33. Ooh. Royal Order. So That's talking about your health, taking care of yourself. Ooh, and revealed. I don't think that this one has come out in the readings in a long time. And I actually love the write-up that, I wonder if I have my booklet near. I do. Okay. I'm actually going to read it from the booklet. Hold on. I'm that excited because I love this card and I love what it has to say. Revealed. Do you know how beautiful you truly are? It's time to stop hiding from the world. The universe is calling you. You have so much to offer and so much to give. This card is a reminder for you to see who and what you truly are. You are part of the one. You are beautiful and perfect in every way. Now, the message is longer than that in the booklet, but the Royal Order card is, it talks about our physical health, taking care of ourselves, of this physical vessel, our meat suit, so that we can do the things that our soul has come here to do and experience in our lifetime. And there can be a lot of lessons around loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves, whether that's managing a proper diet, just eating the right things, not overeating or eating when you're hungry instead of just letting yourself go hungry and fueling up on coffee all the time. And it's a very wide area of taking care of ourselves physically, and even meditating, because it lowers the immune response. It removes and helps with anxiety and depression and all those things. So even though that's the emotional body, it's taking care of the physical in every way. And especially during the holidays, it can be so stressful that it's easy to, and you're doing, house parties and things like that. And you're like, yeah, I'm just going to eat 14 of those appetizers because they're awesome. And you feel like crap the next day, from eating all this junk. And so in one way, it's talking about, indulge and enjoy yourself because you're in this physical vessel for a reason. But to practice this element of self-love. And then we have the revealed card sitting right next to it, which is the very first line is, do you know how beautiful you really are? And I feel like for you guys in this group that there's a lot of judgments and self-talk and self-body shaming, that kind of thing going on. And it's this card, it's saying to come out, to let yourself out, to be seen by the world, that you are so perfect and perfect as you are, as this beautiful divine soul expressing itself the way that you express yourself right now. And there's a lot to do here with self-acceptance that's happening. And I couldn't have picked better cards, I guess, because with Kuan Yin, master number 33, Kuan Yin, she is all about self-compassion, having compassion for yourself. And it seems like when we are here beating the crap out of ourselves, telling ourselves that, oh, my body is this and it's weird here and I don't like this and I don't like that about myself and I'm not good enough and, I'm not as, built and bulky as that guy, or I'm not as sexy as she is and I'm not, and, doing all these comparisons to everyone else. And it's like, whoa, let it go. Let those thoughts go. Because those thoughts are from the false self. They are not the real you. And this is about you coming to a place of really loving yourself physically. And with Kuan Yin, her main message is about compassion. So having compassion with yourself, right? Not ass kicking yourself, oh, I didn't diet this week, or I didn't work out, and I didn't, all of those things, or that, you kick your butt because you aren't meeting these ridiculous standards that we have in our heads about ourselves. Okay. Now I'm saving this card for last. Now I'm going to pull a couple cards here from the Return of Spirit deck, and we'll just see what more comes with this message. Okay, this is definitely the card. This one, we should take at least one more, right, guys? I feel like I'm digging for it. There it is. Okay, so we have simplicity, shifting, and fearlessness. Okay, so with that fearless card coming out, okay, I feel like that is in reference to this revealed card, because that revealed card is asking you to not to hide from the world, to not hold yourself back. It's not about making yourself little and small and less than, to fit in and all of those things. This is about revealing yourself as you are, being the authentic you, as you are, whether you're quirky and crazy or quiet and shy, whether you're outgoing or reserved, it doesn't matter. In whoever you are, to really allow yourself to be here just as you are. And that fearless card is talking about being brave enough to do it, right? To really allow yourself. And with the simplicity card coming out, I feel like that's talking again about self-care, self-love, the regime that you go through, like whether you work out or don't work out or whatever that is. And it feels like part of what they're saying is to simplify it so it isn't complicated, right? Like, oh, I need to work out at the gym. I'm setting this New Year's resolution. I'm going to work out at the gym 3 days a week, and I'm going to start this keto diet, and I'm going to be meditating, and la la la, and you've got this great big long list of resolutions and things you're going to do to take care of yourself. And it's kind of saying, just step back, because even that is coming from judgment that I'm not good enough and I'm not doing enough, so I'm going to do all these things, to come back, pull back, and to really simplify your self-care program so that it's manageable and easy, and also in allowing yourself to be seen and to be heard, and to be out here in the world, like really showing your truth, to do it in simple ways, not in ways that are huge and challenging, right? So I want to save this card. I wanted to save it for last because this card is the magical card. And when that card comes out, that card is talking about seeing the magic within the world and seeing how the universe or spirit is working in our lives, whether that's your guides, your angels, your loved ones who've passed over. And there's something about receiving signs from the universe, and it feels to me like over the holiday seasons, I feel like there's going to be signs of encouragement for you guys. I really do. I don't even have the whole deck, but so do look for that. Keep your eyes and mind open that something more is coming for you or happening for you from the other side. And this card came out in the last reading as well, vibrational. So I feel like that as the absolute final card here is that it's not all about the physical. It's about who you really are and the energy that you carry that matters most, right? So don't you need to have some compassion for you, and don't let your head tell you otherwise, okay? This isn't about comparing to anyone else. Now, I wish you guys much love, and I will see you guys again soon. Oh, if you do like the reading, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. I have videos coming out at least once a week. Okay, I will see you guys again soon. Namaste. Hi, group number 3. How are you? Okay, so let's see. We're going this way. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have breakthrough. Oh, I love this card. Inflow, and it looks like majestic, metallic energy, pure energy, just pouring down like a waterfall or a river. And that is master number 11. Just have to put that out because that is important. Okay, renewal. So this is about family. Family. Not a surprise though, really, since this is a special Surviving the Holidays edition. And we have perspective. So just with these 2 cards, I mean, especially these 2 guys, like renewal is about looking at our family relationships, our relationship with our family members, and in whatever way there's some sort of breakthrough that happens here in these relationships. So it feels like because the perspectives card has come out. Now, this usually with a perspective card, is saying that you change. It's like having a change of mind, but it's like kind of like that eagle soaring over the land and having this bird's eye view of the situation. And it's like really evolving or growing to this place where you have a different perspective of the people who you consider family, and even our closest friends. I know I consider them my family. So, but it is about gaining a different perspective on them. You know, sometimes we can be judgmental of people, and this can be about changing your judgments of them, or their perspective can also change, and their judgments as well, because I feel like this is working in 2 ways. I want to remind you that renewal card with that spiral showing up in there, spirals are all about growth, and it is about growth, expansion, and healing. There's an element of healing that is happening here. So I want to get out the Return of Spirit deck and grab us a few more cards out of here to see what this. Let's see. Okay, so we'll take this one, and we'll take this one. Okay. Nice. So we have right order, which I feel is exactly what this is talking about, because there's something within you, the way that your energy is moving. There's some, you know, how we can hit times in our lives when everything seems to be flowing and going down that path, that things just kind of fall into place. And I feel like that's what that inflow card is talking about for you. So if you aren't in that kind of feeling with things right now, I feel like that is absolutely coming for you guys. And it really is coming in the relationship department, your relationship with your closest people. We have the Faith card. I don't know why it's not. There we go. The Faith card. and the Union card. Now, this card has been a hot card in the readings for the last month. So I feel like not only is this card talking about a renewal in your relationships within the family, and really, because there will be some healing and stuff going on and kind of a rebalancing, but with that Union card, it feels to me like it is a renewal in your intimate relationships. And if you aren't in relationship, there's something that happens here within the family dynamic that changes your perspective or changes your understanding. Like a lot of us growing up, even though our parents may not have intended it, we grow up with this feeling like I'm not loved and I'm not valuable. And there's something about switching, a change of perspective in that area, and that through the changing of your perspective of what's happened with your family in the past, that it puts you into that flow state, and you actually break through the limits of your own limiting self-beliefs, and that opens you up to relationship. So I have to say, if you are not in relationship, it feels to me that those of you who have gotten this reading for over the holiday season, I would not be surprised if somebody came along somewhere. And with the right order happening here, it's like, if there is some issues happening right now within your family dynamic, whether that's your immediate, your family that you've created, through getting married and having children, or whether that's your family lineage, wherever those issues are, there is a resolution coming here and a real flow of energy. So if there has been difficulty in those areas, I feel like that is it's sorting itself out. So this is a really beautiful time for you. You guys just need to have faith, okay? Have faith in yourself and the way that things are playing out, because it's bringing you to a higher, more evolved, more spiritual kind of perspective on things that really helps to shift this stuff. And with the perspectives card here, this is a card of change. So there will be something that you guys are going to be initiating some sort of change, whether that's moving, you'll come to these decisions. You may not actually do it during the holidays, but these decisions about moving or beginning school, I mean, it can be any sort of, bigger sort of decisions are going to come out of this new perspective that you'll gain over the holiday season. Okay, so if you liked your reading, please do hit the like button and subscribe. I have videos coming out every week. I want to say you guys have some amazing new growth happening here. I wish you guys much love, and I will see you soon. Take care.